To describe this very complex project, which actually this is the second time it's been presented this week. It was presented earlier in Montreal by our colleague at CNI Brazil, Raíssa Roseter. Marcelo Guimaráes, CEO, founder of Sábia Experience, a mediaX member company, and creator of the platform, I'll let him tell you the story of it, on which this experiment was run. Marcelo.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon. My name is Marcelo. I'm from Brazil. I'm a co-author of this project with Marta. Marta, if I get in trouble with questions, please help me. And Raíssa, who is the executive manager at CNI in Brasilia. And we have this fancy name of the project, game-based program for total engagement with customers through network relationship strategies. So I'm going to describe a little bit about the organization. CNI is our customer. I'm the founder of Sábia Experience, which is the partner for the technology platform. We help the company our client to engage people in this social experience. As a matter of fact, this is an ongoing process. The game is still running in Brazil, and more than 7,000 people have played the game, and I'm going to explain to you. But before that, let me explain what CNI is. It's a very big and complex organization in Brazil. It's more than 70 years old, and CNI has three different organizations, houses, they say. They explain the SES is for the social service to help industries and the workers and their health and safety. CNI is a professional education organization helping the workers and the companies to improve the level of education of their employees. And Yale is focusing in the executive education. So CNI is helping all the organizations in Brazil. It's a big challenge. 27 states we have, it's spread all over the country. More than 1,000 employer association, more than 500,000 companies being involved. So it's a huge and very complex. It's spread all over the countries with different culture. So it's a big challenge. And the thing is, as an old organization, a very formal organization, and the dynamics of the industry is changing a lot in Brazil because of the global competition. So the organization is being challenged to change the way selling products and helping the companies in Brazil. So the idea is to change the way they used to work and deliver their service to the companies. So they want to have more new customer-oriented services, understanding groups and customers and link with new solutions, and build relationships, delivered services. And ecosystem, the answer for that is to grow an ecosystem or inside their own houses, different houses, involving more than 7,000 people who are used to sell services to the company. So they have to change their mind, engage in the new culture, how to address the companies, their customers' issues. So this is a model created by Marta and some colleagues here at the Stanford University, how to engage people and create this relational capital. Shared vision requires relational capital. So all these people working together, very different culture, even though we are in the same country, speaking the same language, but the culture in different parts of the country is different. So the project is supposed to help people to share the vision, create a strategy and orchestration of all the actors and events involved, creating new relationships and have an impact over time. So, and measuring that and tracking that, and over the time, it'll be the transformation of the culture. So, how to change the culture of a very complex organization like CNI. So and of course, we used to think about these very formal organizations, but now we have to think about gatekeepers, a lot of collaboration networks, and a dynamic ecosystem. So creative collaborations are through key people, information flow, norms, mental models. So we have to create this new mindset all over the organization. So we think about the main stakeholders, the agents, the company, and of course the CNI and their houses. So it's a very complex situation, and we came up with this idea of applying gamification in games to interact. So basically we create a very, very interesting and motivated game, an experience with authentic content, using storytelling, the gameplay, and technology. And we came up with, my company develops this, we call the group computer called WeCog. So it's basically a platform that a group of people interact at the same time. So we basically mix the presence of people, but of course you can take the machines all over the country and people can play there. And sometimes you can say, well, let's use the internet, but sometimes it's far rural areas or part of the country is very difficult to have internet, like in a good wideband. So a wideband. So it's very difficult. So by doing this, we have the players can play the game with no worry about the infrastructure. And the experience is like a show. The show must go on. You can't stop the game because if you have internet or a connectivity problem. So the game, we simulated the environment of the selling people, how to address real stories of selling to customers with their demands. They have a group of up to 8 people playing as a group, as individuals. So the game simulates a real situation where people get together. They have to talk to each other. And CNI had been applied this game in different states, in many cities, and inviting people from different areas. So what is interesting is they learn the products in different houses. So they are in the same organization, but it's so complex that some people even don't know their products or their portfolio, their national portfolio. So by playing the game, they were able to know each other and build their relationship. So the game has been implemented in many parts of the country. I don't know, oh yeah, it's coming. So it's starting in August last year. More than 21 federal states and headquarters. More than 7,000. Actually, I learned yesterday it was 7,500 employees of CNI system played the game, right? Top levels from technical market. So it's not just hierarchy and differences. So many employees in different hierarchy also played together. So here's this testimonials. So of course, the first phase was to motivate people, relationship. And we measure some of results in terms of number of communications, number of emails, number of exchange of information. And even I learned a story that one of the houses of CNI, one of the organization, they wanted to learn or to hire a company to a headhunter to identify leaders. By just observing the game, they found out that the leaders were there. You know, during the game, observation is a social experiment. So they learned that some people would lead the team during the game. So, and they were really excited about it. And this is some outcomes, of course. Sustainable, of course, it's just an ongoing process, just 1 year project for a very complex, but this sustainable change takes time. Real case with compelling new way of offering services, so they learn not just the national portfolio, but how to deal with differences, demands from the market, and how to work together. So the relationship, the trust among the employees, and from different houses, from different states. So they cultivated this shared vision of having a national portfolio and providing service for big companies spread all over the country and overseas. Relational capital has exponential value multiplier effect. Everybody gets motivated and convincing people to play the game and get involved and learn new process of selling their products. Collaborative service innovations have been produced. A shared vision is emerging. Customers are at the center. Authentic and sustainable transformation. people want to make the change and become their idea. So it's interesting because they take part, they feel that like the owner of the company. Nothing more powerful than a change when it's time, when it's come from within. So it was a really good experience. It's an ongoing process. Now, the next steps, we are thinking about how to gamify the real process. This is a simulation process. We created some stories, real stories about selling, companies with real demands, and all the teams as a group and individuals, they have to take decisions, interact to provide the best service. But now, as the process, they got so motivated with that, we have this shared vision, it's time now to put in the real process. So basically, the idea for the next step of the project is to gamify the real process of selling and all those teams working together. Okay, I thank you very much for our partners, Martha and Raissa, who is in Canada right now, right? And thank you for the opportunity, Martha, to share this experience with you.